Then he writes, sorry, I'm not just going to read his, but but apart from theories, which will always boggle the mind if you think too hard about them, yeah, especially when the show writers don't tell us, what I think was the strongest part of Night Country was its tale of collective good and justice. Ooh, yes, that mob justice, we love that. This season's thematic content paralleled the first season's nicely by its end, asking questions about the existence of a greater good to be able to fight evil.
No. What?
No, that's not exactly what they mean. They mean not a collective good, or a greater good. They mean, there's, good and bad.
Sure.
There are forces of good and evil.
Yeah, talk about that with the night sky stuff in the first season.
The point is that you can't lose yourself completely to the darkness. Like, if there's a sliver of hope in you, you have to hold on to it. Not that.
But what does that have to do with this?
Yeah, not that. Oh, we need to come together to fight evil. No, it's when all hope is lost. That's when you have to reach for whatever you can. That wasn't really what this was.
No, this was the people can decide the justice for whatever.
Yeah, which is sure, I'll buy that, but don't connect that to the end of season 1. It's not the same kind of good. Different. And
also, it's very much less poetic, I suppose, than the first season.
Yeah,
this is,
and we'll talk more about that. Oh, jeez.
This
is actually the end of his little. I'll just read the end of it. Whatever.
Sure.
Clark tells Danvers and Navarro that time is a flat circle and we're all stuck in it. Oof. Echoes Rust Cole's famous music from season 1. In the end, Rust, who also lost a child, just like Danvers, there's a big connection there, was plagued by the eternal struggle between light and dark. By the end of season 1, the perpetually pessimistic Rust turned a corner, believing that trying to snuff out forces who do wicked deeds is a noble fight, even if you can't reach the broader web of perpetrators. Night Country is an expansion of that message, one that encourages action from those who believe in virtue and justice, outside of the traditional policing system. It was not a perfect season, but its place in the series makes it a fascinating study for fans to continue pondering long after its end. I see what he means.
Difference is
that justice by any means, but
no, but they're talking about it. Would have if the bad guys in season 4 had been the same kind of bad guys as in season 1. Yes.
Yeah. The
problem is, the scientists were not really bad guys.
Yeah, they were good guys who made a bad thing.
They even didn't do a bad thing per se.
They did a bad thing.
They did a bad thing to reach a good end.
Sure, but it was still a bad thing.
Sure.
Yeah,
the murder and all is obviously a bad thing, but the whole why they were poisoning the town and all that, like we said before, it's not a bad thing per se. It's
means to an end.
Means to an end. Yeah, that's the word.
But
sometimes
and then you also have to ask yourself, does the end justify the means? In this case,
yes. In this case, yes,
it does.
You have to. Sometimes, when it comes to certain scientific explorations and results, yes, you need to sacrifice the few to save the many.
Problem is, they did it in the wrong way.